Transportation. We need to be able to freely move. We need to be able to go wherever we want. At the drop, we need to be able to go to where our labor is most needed at virtually no additional cost. Now, number 4. Now, this is what puts it all together. This is what I truly believe in. We need better, more robust, and at no additional cost Wi-Fi. Powerful, fast, massively available broadband internet. We need to be able to connect with each other. We need to be able to use our labor, use our knowledge, use our skills on the internet. We need to be able to put up videos. We need to be able to do anything that we need with the internet. We need hyper internet. For the economy of the future, every single device that you're gonna have is gonna be connected to the internet. The shirts you're gonna wear are gonna be able to change colors and charge themselves and do crazy things, and they all need to be connected to the internet. And we cannot allow massive corporations and people that don't have our best interests to run the internet. And not run the internet, but give access to the internet. We should all have free, unlimited access to the internet. You're worried about homelessness? Have the homeless guy start a GoFundMe account. It's cheap. We can give iPads to everybody. We can give tablets to every man, woman, child in this whole country. Easily. It's not even that expensive now. You can get a tablet for $20. You can manufacture them for dollars, cents even. We need access to the information. We need access to connectivity. It's how we bridge the gap. Is Wi-Fi. It'll create a thing that I like to call hyper competition, where if we have those 4 things, education, healthcare, transportation, Wi-Fi, if we have those 4 things, we can have hyper competition. We can have everybody having their base standard of living met. Now, we still have the free market in housing, we still have the free market in food and everything that you need. But you can think about it, in the future, you can have your food delivered to you on a drone directly from farm to drone to table. Food. Our food production will be revolutionized. We can have anything we want through technology and through automation, as long as we do it methodically, as long as we do it responsibly, as long as we address the main issues that are hindering our workforce, that are restricting people being able to go out and work. Are you healthy enough? Do you have the skills? Can you make it to work? And do you have the information and connectivity that is the best job for you? That location, that area, that sphere is where your skills are best applied. Or is it somewhere else across the world, somewhere else across the country? This elimination of these fears, of these entry barriers to labor, will create hyper competition. That since you're not bogged down by anything, since you're not being tied down by healthcare costs, insecurity of illness and an accident. You're not being bogged down by education costs, debt, and imagine if you got a skill, acquired a skill through like Trump University, and it's no longer accredited. You can't take that anywhere. You just spend a bunch of money for nothing. Down capital. So healthy enough, you're skilled enough, you get to work, you're informed. Everybody will be free to pursue what they want to pursue, what they believe is the best thing for them. Now, talking about economics, like I said, let's sidestep to the politics. Now, in politics, I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about democratic peace theory, and I want to talk about public shaming of the future. As libertarians, believe that there should be no government, or very little government, right? But there's this thing in politics called democratic peace theory. And democratic peace theory says that if you are a democracy and you have participation with your citizens, voice concerns, you will not get into a war with another democracy. And in fact, that has never happened in the history of mankind. Two democracies have never went to war with each other. Now, authoritarian, all the time. Authoritarian democracy, well, of course. But two democracies have never fought it out because the citizens know that it's mutual assured destruction. That no matter who wins in the war, the people will lose. So they don't want war. They want a compromise. How do we get to a resolution without the war? And people are vastly more aligned in their views than they are opposed. If you talk to the average American, I understand through social media, you think that, oh man, like everybody's freaking crazy. Everybody's lost their minds. They're so radical on both the left and right. But you find that you probably share 80% of the same views. And it's just a little bit here and there. And through democratic peace theory, you can compromise on the little bit here and there to get the overall solution desired. So that is where I think libertarians need to augment their view a little bit to understand that America was founded on a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. That we have to volunteer, that we have to actively, voluntarily participate and encourage the participation of our democratic republic. Encourage honest politicians and encourage the citizens, doctors, scientists, not just lawyers, right? Encourage ordinary citizens to run for political office of all types. Because as we participate in democracy, we will form a more perfect union. We will come together in democratic values, that all opinions are heard, that compromise is the key. And as a progressive, I want to see more democracy, more robust democracy. Instead of picking fights with everybody, we need to be bringing more allies on board. Recognize self-determination. Recognize that everybody has their own motive, their own wants. But we have to bridge the gap with democracy from our allies. That's how we combat terrorism. That's how we combat climate change. That's how we combat space exploration. It's through a partnership, an international partnership of other democracies formed with other self-deterministic people that have their basic understanding of healthcare, education, transportation, Wi-Fi. Imagine a world where you can get into your shuttle and boom, off you go to Costa Rica or Japan or Paris, Australia, wherever you are needed, wherever you want to go and you feel that you can contribute to society. That is where we want to go. We have a problem now with social media of this public shaming that you're this bad, you're that bad. I can't say this, so it's too politically incorrect. It's not politically correct. And everybody thinks that this public shaming is a terrible, terrible thing. But in reality, we've always had public shaming. It is how we address the faults in our society. The fool in the village. You know what we have without public shaming? The emperor's new clothes. Where nobody, nowhere can tell the emperor, can tell the person, can tell their friend that what they're doing is wrong. We need more people saying, that's wrong. Why? Let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. Let's have an active participation. Public shaming, it leads to people correcting themselves. Now, I'm not saying like you gotta stone them, you know, you gotta attack their character and use all these ad hominem fallacies or straw man fallacies. No, you just address the issues. If you don't agree with me, you know, tell me about it. Why? I'll be glad to discuss it. I don't get angry. I don't get vindictive. I'm glad to hear people out. Always. That's kind of just what I believe. And as a progressive libertarian, I hope that in the future, the middle ground will be above us. Thank you.